Today I have a relatively simple video concept. I thought I'd take a break from a Minecraft video and instead work on something a little more dangerous, but still quite entertaining. So you can see I've got a pencil, I've got a pen. This is a relatively sharp pen, and I also have a box. I was thinking, since I've been trying to practice just throwing pencils and trying to get it through, such as, like that. All of the holes on the top section, including this one, all of the ones up here, these are all when I tried to throw it, while as the bottom ones, the more thick holes, where it actually went through because I stabbed it in instead of throwing it. I was thinking, why not just make a really simple video on how to throw a sharp pencil at point blank range. Because, I mean, cardboard's pretty thick. This is no representation of human skin or human anatomy in any way. There aren't any bones or anything. It's just kind of a box that I tore up. But looking at my hand, you hold pencil perpendicular to your hand. You wind it and then throw it back. That was a bit sloppy and made a little itty bitty hole right there. But if you try it again and back up with it, you can hit a pretty consistent target. You aren't going to be very accurate with these because the way that I'm doing it is just meant to hit a very large surface area. Although you can see the consistency with the center typically being the target. Now, I'm doing this with my right hand because that's my dominant hand, of course, but taking it and throwing it, seeing as this pencil is kind of getting a little dull, I'm not surprised that it's not doing as well. So I was thinking, why not get a pen? That was sloppy, I apologize. And right there you can see it made an impact. Now looking at this again, I have to make it just right because you have to wind it so far back that it lands relatively pointed towards the board, or the box in this case. That way it actually makes damage. So, trying this again, I'm starting to think that it's a better idea to start from I think that's about a 45 to a 50-degree angle, where you're holding it from the back, and then you just simply wind it and throw it. Now that time, I hit the corner of it. So maybe this is the way to go. Looking at it again, made a direct impact right next to that one. I think this is actually more effective than what I was doing before. So, trying this again, it made another hole right there. Now let's see if we can do this with the pencil. 45, and then throw it. I think that's the impact. But you can also try doing this with the eraser if you don't want to harm yourself in this instance. So trying it again, with the eraser pointed out, it'll bounce off just like that. You won't see any impact because cardboard is a bit tougher than some more reflective surfaces. But now I think it's time for the big gun, or in this case, knife. So I think we should try this one of a few ways. We can either do the perpendicular like I tried it first off. We can also try the 45-degree angle, or we can just stab the box. Quite frankly, I want to start with the 45. This is very dangerous. This knife is legal where I am, so don't worry, it closes, it's not automatic. You just draw it out and then, does its thing. So starting with the 90, I got stuck in there. That's perfect. That's exactly what you might want. I wouldn't recommend doing this, by yourself. At least maintain like a solid like 2 feet distance between you and your target. Hoping that it's not a human being or an animal. That would be very, very, very bad. So, a box like this, pretty simple. You can find these just about anywhere. Doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you have one side that you can throw stuff at. So trying the 90 again, just to get an active testing number for the percentage of effectiveness. So far, it's 100 because we only did one. So winding it up again, got stuck. And another key thing to add is that these two spots, this is pretty accurate as far as you're looking, or what you're looking for. Just saying. So now let's do it just one more time, because obviously third time's the charm. 90 degree, wind it, and throw. Now it sinks in the box a bit easier because this is only one layer of cardboard. This is not very thick, but I think we should try on the 45-degree angle with the knife. Okay, that didn't work quite as well. It landed there, but it bounced off. It's not necessarily what a knife is for, so let's try it one more time. Oh, this time we got it stuck right at the top. I think what I'm noticing is that with the 45-degree angle, it tends to go more up, and with the 90-degree angle, it goes more towards the center or the left center. So, trying this one more time, bounced off. So, I guess my recommendation for this video, pretty short, just simply, if you're using a knife, which I hope you aren't, I highly I don't recommend it. It's not recommended. This is dangerous and you might injure yourself. I should put a disclaimer at the front of this video, but you know what? I hope it's entertaining enough that you actually watched all the way through. We have, if you're using a knife, 90-degree angle. I don't recommend holding it from the center, even though it is supposed to be, balanced. Of course, I can't balance it because I'm looking through the camera. And for the pencil, 90 if you want to do impact. Of course, this is getting dull, so I don't know if it's going to actually go through. But 45, okay, let me try that again. That was not a good example. 45 is another good one for impact, right above that knife slot. Now for the pen, this one is pretty important because it's neither as breakable or durable as either the pen or the pencil or the knife. So this one is actually the most reliable, and I keep a pen on me almost at all times, especially this one because it's got a point. I don't use it for self-defense. I've never had to, but I'd recommend if you're going with one of these three. This one's a bit large, unless you have a smaller pencil, but that's not good for anything really. Then this is a little too obvious, but pens are always just useful. So I'd recommend if you're going to, wield a weapon, then use a pen, please. It's so much easier. And now that we're doing this, do the 45. 45 is another good small impact right there, but I think it's time to do the 90. I said do the 90. Still not doing impact, but that's all right. We made plenty of good marks. I tested this out briefly beforehand, but if all else fails, just grab it. it works just fine like this. Same with this one, or not. Let's actually shocked it so you can see the ripples from this point right here. Pencil, on the other hand, goes straight through most times. Most times. Okay, pen doesn't go through. Only if it, well, pen is good for impacts. Pencil goes through. I think you know what a knife does. Anyways, this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. I look forward to just seeing the general reaction from this. If it gets copy struck or DMCA or whatever, or age restricted, most likely, I am sorry, but it's been fun to make it. I don't mind making another one, but I probably won't just because I'm kind of bored, so I wanted to make a stupid video. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.